Welcome, listener. Let me tell you a tale. Once upon a time, in the snowy northern lands of Minnesota, there was a little town called Hitterdal. In this town there lived the beautiful couple of Earl the Forthright and Alice the Wise. One blustery day in February, and we know it was blustery because all days in February were blustery, Alice and Earl welcomed a baby girl into their little family and named her Denise the Kind. Young Denise grew up happy and carefree next to her big sister, Marcine the Steadfast.
I have so many stories I could tell about when we were little, but one that comes to mind is how you never wanted to grow up because being a kid was so much fun and you had no responsibilities. I guess you were wise beyond your years. I think one of the wackiest things we did together was taking a road trip to Arizona in your Gran Torino when you were pregnant and we had 5 kids. We must have been pretty strong because we made it with our sanity intact. You are the most supportive and caring person a sister could have. I love you. I'm blessed to have you as a sister. Happy birthday.
She was soon joined by 2 rascally brothers, Jim the Generous and John the Clever. Over the years, Denise and her siblings grew, as human children tend to do. The realms outside of town began to call to them. Marcine left to settle a farm in the serene park by the lake. Jim explored the neighboring towns near the big cities. And John the Clever traveled far away to an expansive arid zone called Arizona. Denise the Kind, however, packed her bags and traveled on the straight westerly road, because all roads are straight when there are no hills, to the learned town of Moorhead. There she attended classes on words and numbers to train to be a steward of knowledge to the young. She met many other apprentices there, and antics did thus ensue. But what about a love story, you say? Don't all good books have a love story? Well, don't worry, good listener, you'll find this tale does not disappoint. One particular enchanted evening, a young man from across the River of Red glimpsed through the crowd to see a stunning woman with chestnut hair, sapphire eyes, and porcelain skin. This was how Denise the Kind met Gregory the Bold. They arranged a grand ball to join their families together. Denise wore a dress weaved by moonlight and a veil so soft it could sing a lullaby. Or so it has been said. When some chapters end, others begin. And this next chapter starts with a bundle of joy named Molly the Eloquent. Followed quickly by Benjamin the Insightful. because all good stories have to have something, be it bears or pigs. In this case, it's children. Trisha the Inquisitive became the final addition to the Blue House of Fargo. Her new family complete, at least for now, and her place in the kingdom as a steward of knowledge, Denise the Kind felt content, and a little tired because all of that is hard work. Of course, not all chapters are filled only with joy. Denise had to say goodbye to those she loved on rare occasion. Her mother and father look after her, hand in hand, from the great beyond and smile on her every day. They have been joined by those rascally brothers, Jim the Generous and John the Clever, as they look down and smile on their own families.
Happy birthday, Denise! Wishing you all the love and happiness here from the Southwest. Happy birthday!
As we learned earlier in our story, human children tend to grow older, and grow they did. One by one, Denise the Kind sent her children off into the kingdom to begin their own storybooks. Molly the Eloquent crossed the vast ocean and met Life the Melodious. They fill their days with song and dance with their own children. Alice the Exceptional, Oliver the Knowing, Elvin the Witty, and Edward the Enduring.
Happy birthday, Grandma. We love you.
Benjamin the Insightful learned to magically cure illness along with his own true love, Karen the Quick. They brought light and smiles into the world with Kirsten the Joyful.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nana Dee. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nana Dee. I love you, Nana Dee. Thank you for all the babysitting, Nana Dee. I love you. Happy Nana's birthday.
And Trisha the Inquisitive met Joe the Thoughtful. Together, they create worlds of their very own, along with their loyal and trustworthy sidekick, Amelia the Adorable. Of course, Denise the Kind touched the lives of many children beyond her own. As a steward of knowledge, her influence has spread far and wide across the land.
Denise. This is Lucy, my buddy, and she and I would like to wish you a very happy birthday.
It's been rumored, listener, that sometimes even human adults continue to grow. One day, Denise the Kind chose to leave her stewardship and explore the world. And so she did. Many tales conclude with the phrase, "and they lived happily ever after." But time, as we well know, does not always flow so simply. We imagine grand tales that have not yet been written and see our children's future while we tuck them in at night. We see lost friends' faces as clearly as we do our own, and become years younger at the sound of an old song. The proverbial after may as well be before or now. So, in the storybook of Denise the Kind, we must simply close with, "And they lived happily."
Go.
Okay.